Hello guys, Erica Hargadon here from Babogue. I'm going to chat to you today about the upcoming clock change. It's autumn. So we have a clock change to contend with at the end of October. Fall back is what we would refer to this as with the sleep consultants industry. So fall back clock change. Lots of places don't do this. Do you know that lots of countries, lots of states in the US and countries don't do this? So let's all move there. I personally don't enjoy the clock changes myself because I really am a high needs sleep person, and I do feel it. I definitely feel this clock change. And in my opinion, this is the clock change from a parental perspective that we need to prepare our little ones for. Certainly up to, kind of preschool and just before they would start school age. So the baby stage right through up until, kind of junior infants or kindergarten stage, I would recommend that you prepare them for. Because with this clock change, a child that would typically start their day at 6 a.m. because the clocks go back, that becomes 5 a.m. And none of us really want to be starting our day at 5 a.m. It's still nighttime. So by preparing your child in advance and shifting their body clock in advance, you have a chance of avoiding that becoming an issue. So I would like to chat you through my strategy on this. And as I just touched on, that is around shifting their body clock in advance of the change. So about a week out from the clock change, I would like you to start by shifting their routine forward by 10 minutes a day. So for example, let's say they are a child that typically goes to bed at 7 p.m. Start on day one by putting them down at 7:10. And you're adjusting everything else forward as well. You're adjusting naps forward by 10 minutes. And if you can, wake time, as in morning time, forward by 10 minutes. The following day, bedtime becomes 7:20. And equally, everything else moves on by 10 minutes. And on the third day, bedtime becomes 7:30. And so on and so forth until you've shifted their kind of clock forward by an hour. And bedtime is 8 p.m. on the night that the clocks would change. The clocks change during the night. So when they get up the next day, it will all have shifted back. So the hour will have gone back. So what was an 8 p.m. bedtime the day before will be 7 p.m. the following day. Now, if you're watching this, you're going, I haven't done that, and it's like 3 days before the clock change. Just start into that little shift. If you're kind of finishing it up 3 days after the clock change, don't worry too much about it. Just start making the shift forward so that the clock can go back in advance. This type of strategy can help you to avoid an early morning waking issue, but sometimes it may still occur. My best advice to you if you do start to have an early morning waking issue is not to adjust your schedule in terms of napping to compensate for it. Keep your napping schedule as you normally would have had it on the clock time before the clock change. So if naps are normally at 12, new time, keep them at 12. And if bedtime is normally 7, keep it at 7. But with early rising, you may need to put them to bed a little bit early. You can watch my other video on that. And also don't reinforce the early morning waking. So keep them in their room as far as possible. Keep the room really, really dark because darkness will help them reinitiate their sleep phases. And keep your routine as normal. And you may find that any little blips you experience in relation to this clock change iron out after a week or so. So hope you found that useful. If you're looking to find out more about me, check out babogue.com. Thanks guys.